Hey guys, this is Surasoni and you are watching ChemStar. So friends, once again welcome back on ChemStar. So friends, in today's session I am going to discuss with you some important facts about the modern periodic table. So before starting today's session, as you can see here on the screen, it's my introduction. So let's dive in today's session. So friends, as I said, in today's session we are going to see some facts about the modern periodic table. So here I have pasted one picture on the screen of the periodic table. So let me start with the beginning. So friends, as we know, in our modern periodic table there are total 18 columns and 7 period. Alright. So till now 118 elements has been discovered. Out of that 92 elements are naturally found and remaining elements are made by the man in the laboratories. Alright. So friends, as you can see, the first most element is hydrogen in the periodic table, and as I said, in the long form of periodic table there are total 18 columns. So here you can see first column is called the alkali metals and the second column is called the alkaline earth metal. Alright, and third to 10th column is called the transition metal, and then remaining last 17th, from the last 17th column is called the halogen group, and the 18th column is called the noble gases. Why it is called the noble gases? Because these gases has complete number of electrons in their octet, so that they are not going to react with any elements in the universe. Alright, so before the 17th and 18th element you can see here yellow portion and some light green portions that are metals, non-metals and poor metals. You can see here the white line which separates the yellow portion from the light green portion. So white line contains the element which have the characters of metals as well as of non-metals. So these elements separate the metals from the non-metals in the periodic table. So in yellow portion the elements are non-metals, and in light green portions the elements are poor metals that has very less characteristics of metals. Alright, and as you can see here on the bottom, you can see here it's written super heavy elements. These elements are very heavy, and they are kept in the bottom of the long form of the periodic table, and they are known by the name rare earth metals and actinide metals. These both series are called as lanthanide series as well as the actinide series. So as we can see in the periodic table, as we move from the left to right, the metallic characters are getting decreased and the non-metallic characters are getting increased. Alright, so here with the help of arrow we can also understand this fact that metals are toward the left hand side of the periodic table and non-metals are kept in the right hand side of the periodic table. So as we know, our modern periodic tables are divided into total 4 blocks. So first and second groups is called as S block, and the in middle portion, as you can see, it's written here transition metal. This is called as D block, and the remaining right hand side columns are called as D block, and the bottom two periods are there, and these 2 periods are called as F block elements. Alright, so let's understand some periodic trends in the periodic table. So here you can see lots of arrows. So if I talk about the leftmost arrow, you can see here it's written here atomic radius. So as we move from the top to the bottom of the periodic table, the atomic number will get increased. As the atomic number will get increased, the number of electrons in the valence shell get also increased, due to which what happens, the atomic radius of the elements will get reduced, will get decreased. Alright, Also you can see here at the bottom the atomic radius from right to left is increasing, all right, and from left to right it's decreasing. So if I talk about the electron affinity, so electron affinity increases as we move from the left to the right, and electron affinity also increases as we move from bottom to the top of the periodic table. And one most important fact is ionization energy. So as we move from the left to the right of the periodic table, the ionization energy gets increased, and also if we move from the bottom to the top of the periodic table, the ionization energy get increased, and vice versa. So let's talk about the metallic and non-metallic characters in the periodic table. So as we move from left to right, as we move from bottom of left to the top of right, the non-metallic characters gets increased, and if we move from top most of the right to the bottom of the left, the metallic character gets increased. So this was some important facts about the periodic table. So thank you very much for friends for watching this video till end. Thanks again.